our next topic of discussion is op-amp, CMOS op-amp. So you know that CMOS op-amp is one of the most important building block in our analog circuit design. So open loop gain of an op-amp is very high. So if you use a negative feedback, then the closed gain become almost independent of that open loop gain. So there are various stages of op-amp. So we will discuss only here two-stage op-amp circuit that is much more popular. So before going into the internal structure of op-amp, let us summarize the basic characteristics of an op-amp. So it has a high gain, inputs are differential input and very high input impedance, single-ended output, very low output impedance. And what is the application of the op-amp? That is widely used in an amplification purpose, analog filtering purpose, buffering purpose, and threshold detection circuit. We can use op-amp. Now let us move on to the structure of an op-amp. So there are three stages of op-amp. First one is called your input differential amplifier, middle one is called the high gain stage, and last one is called output buffer. So here input differential block basically provide high input impedance, large CMRR, low noise, high gain and low offset voltage. Second stage basically provides the shifting of level shifting, and also it will converse, there will be some conversion of your differential input to your single ended output, and the output buffer provides a very low output impedance. That is the basic characteristics of an op-amp. So in this diagram, basically the differential transconductance stage basically provides the input, forms an input and provide a differential to a single-ended conversion, and high gain stage, this will provide the gain required by an op-amp together with the input stage. Output buffer is used to give your low resistance, and the compensation circuit is basically used for the op-amp to keep a stable with a resistive feedback, negative feedback when applied. The next figure shows the two-stage op-amp configuration, CMOS op-amp configuration. In the two-stage CMOS op-amp configuration, it has three stages. The first stage is a differential amplifier followed by a gain stage, which can be a common source stage, and finally followed by output buffer. So the output buffer is basically used to provide a low output impedance. So the op-amp has, if you look at this figure below, here we have the transistor or MOS M1, M2, M3, M4 forms the first stage, which is in the differential gain stage, and MOS M5, M6 and N7 provide the second stage, which is the gain stage of that op-amp. In the first stage, transistor M5 provides a biasing circuit of this entire MOS circuit, and transistor M1 and M2 basically form a differential input pair, and that is actively loaded by a current mirror pair formed by M3 and M4. We have already discussed about a current mirror circuit. So here M3 and M4 acting as a current mirror circuit, that is nothing but active load. So this is active load, and in the second stage, transistor M6 is a common source amplifier, and that is actively loaded by transistor M7. Here the capacitor CC is been connected. This capacitor CC is connected here to make or to improve the closed loop stability. In the next figure, everything will be same, but another extra biasing arrangement is shown in the figure. Here transistor M8 and M5 will provide a stable biasing for the entire circuit of an op-amp. So that's about for our today's class. Thank you.